Welcome back to Trash Plays Ashes Red Rains. We are going out of order and we are going to the Siege of Lordswall. This is basically a zombie horde fight and I kinda love it. This is my box that I recommend to new players if they are looking to get into Ashes because it's just overall fun. The Phoenixborn deck that you get is really fun and the enemies that you get are really fun. Along with some really fun stuff just in terms of the Phoenixborn's unique cards. For example, Damina Odin Star has this Divinity mount. 3 life, 3 attack, 3 recovery, Lightning Breath 1. When this unit is declared as an attacker, you may deal 1 damage to all units a target opponent controls, which is bonkers, especially in the zombie horde fight. But it has Queen Rider. When this unit is destroyed, place 3 wound tokens on your Phoenixborn. So this is basically your Phoenixborn entering the stage and breathing lightning on everything. But we are not going to be using this deck because I want to use Odette instead. Odette is my first or second favorite Phoenixborn depending on the day. So we will be using Odette Odin Crest along with her 3 unique cards. One is going to go in my opening hand. The rest are going to get shuffled into the deck. And I have also removed 2 copies of Shining Stag Mount. This is a ready spell. It summons a Shining Stag Mount, as you might have guessed, but I don't really need 2 of them in my deck. I really only want the 1, and the 1 is going to be in my opening hand, so I am going to take these both out. Now, just to be clear, you don't have to do this. This deck is already very fun and very powerful if you leave those in. I just don't want to leave them in, and I'm going to replace them with Piercing Light. I will explain what Piercing Light does if I ever play it. And hopefully I do, unlike the last game where I put cards into my deck and I just did not play them, because I was so busy playing Exploding Sheep. Let me know if you watched that video, I suppose. So, I must admit, there is one other reason that I chose to play Odette Diamond Crest, and that is because if you bought Ashes Ascendancy or the All-In, you also got an alternative art for her. This is in the style of the Summoner Wars, and I think the same Summoner Wars artist, or one of the Summoner War artists, is the one that made the art for this. So we'll be using this because that is fun. As for the PvE boss deck we're going to be playing against, I am going to choose the Horde aspect just because I like the Horde aspect. I think that it is a aspect that really encourages you to attack. You might have noticed that during my plays of Ashes Red Rains, I'm really sort of passive. I let them attack me first, and then at the end I'll do a bunch of stuff to try to kill everything. Not so with the Horde aspect. It kind of really encourages you to get rid of their units before they get rid of yours. So let's follow the text on the bottom. This is going to be 1 blood, 2 blood, 1 blood, 2 blood, 2 blood to set up for the Chimera. Not that there's much of a Chimera here. This is really a zombie horde fight, and they don't even have like a regular... They don't even have like a boss pictured on the Siege of Lordswall. They just have a Rainwalker pictured here, which is just a basic one zombie. So, yeah. Says something about what this Chimera is. Players go first. Ah, yes, we need to roll our dice. And basic... 4 basics and 1 lion. And to start with, I am going to play the Shining Stag Mount that I kept in my hand. This is a main action to play, and for a side action and exhausting this, plus a angel and a basic, you can remove an unexhausted ally you control from play. If you do, place a Shining Stag Mount conjuration onto your battlefield, placing the ally face down underneath it. It's a mount, basically. The Shining Stag Mount has Armed. When this unit comes into play, you may choose a Divine Die in your exhausted pool and resolve the dice power without paying the cost. The dice power of Divine Dice are that you put them on your unit and they get +1 attack. So that's my main action, and for my side action, I am going to use a basic to play the Armor of Valor. This is a special unique card for Odette Diamond Crest. This is Valor 1 after... Oh, this is an alteration spell, so this is altering my Phoenixborn. Valor 1. After this Phoenixborn is dealt damage while guarding or resolving its ability, prevent 1 damage from being received. So basically what this is going to do is anytime I guard a unit, I will take 1 less damage, and whenever I use Enter the Fray, I will take 1 less damage. Enter the Fray is a main action, exhaust, deal 2 damage to target unit, deal damage to this Phoenixborn equal to the target unit's attack value. So we're already going aggro. Odette Diamond Crest is like, hey, I am going to attack a unit. I am going to enter the fray, do combat myself, deal 2 damage to the enemy, and they're going to deal their damage back to me. But with the Armor of Valor, I can take less damage from that. So it is the Chimera's turn. Roll to see what they do. 10 and a Red Rains. 10 is place a Rainwalker Conjuration aspect onto this battlefield and reveal. Alright, we are already starting with the Rainwalkers. They are going to get a bunch of Rainwalkers throughout this entire fight, and during the next fight when we play against this boss again using the other aspect. But Rainwalkers are 1/1 zeros, 0 blood, meaning when they die, we do not damage the Siege of Lordswall. It has Horde attack. After this unit is declared as an attacker, all other units with this ability on this battlefield are also declared as attackers if able. So they're going to build up a bunch of zombies, and then they're going to rush you at once with those zombies. But this has Feeble. Units that block or guard against this unit do not exhaust as a result of their countering. So, let's say that Silver Paladin was on my board, Rainwalker attacks, Silver Paladin blocks for Odette, and then Silver Paladin is forced to counterattack. But because of this Feeble, Silver Paladin will not exhaust from the counterattack, and therefore, effectively what it means is that you can deal 1 damage to your unexhausted units to prevent the Rainwalkers from attacking Odette, is what this effectively means. It also has Ephemeral. After this unit becomes exhausted, destroy it. So you can also exhaust the Rainwalkers to get rid of them. So that comes into play on the right side of the Chimera's board. And Carrion Call comes into play with 2 status tokens. This is a 1/2/1 with Carrion Call. At the start of the Chimera's turn, remove 1 status token from this unit. Then, if that was the last status token on this unit, place 3 Rainwalker conjured aspects onto this battlefield. So, in 2 turns, the last one will be gone, and then they're going to get 3 more Rainwalkers, which is not good. We should probably try to kill the Carrion Call before that happens. So you are really, really encouraged to attack. How am I going to attack? Let's go Terror Herder. I'm going to use an Angel for Terror Herder. Terror Herder is a 1/1/1 and has Call Terra Hatchling. When this unit comes into play, place a Terra Hatchling conjuration onto your battlefield, and that is a 0/1/0, but it has Shock 1. When this unit is declared as an attacker, if its current attack value is greater than its printed attack value, you may deal 1 damage to target unit an opponent controls. And as a reminder, the side action for Divine Dice is that you place them on units, and that gives them +1 attack, so you can give this 1 attack, and it will be able to attack and deal 1 damage to a unit an opponent controls. That is my main action. My side action, I think I will indeed use my Summon Shining Stagmount. That's going to cost an Angel and a basic. Exhaust the Summon Shining Stagmount, and I'm going to place the Shining Stagmount on top of Terror Herder. Now, it is important to note that in Ashes PvE, you have to play units from left to right. So Shining Stagmount comes into play, and it comes... Terror Herder is basically writing to summon Stagmount, but you don't place it where the Terror Herder was. This is a new unit coming into play, so it comes into play on the right side of your units. And this has Armed 1. When this unit comes into play, you may choose a Divine Die in your exhausted pool and resolve its dice power without paying its cost. So I can place the Divine Die onto Terra Hatchling, and now it has Shock 1. Dismount. When this unit is destroyed, place any allies you own underneath this unit into your hand, so when this is dead, Terror Herder will come back into my hand, and it's a 2/2/0. So, it is the opponent's turn. Carrion Call removes 1 token. Let's see what they roll. A 10 and a red range. 10, once again, I believe is place a Rainwalker onto the board, and reveal. And they have revealed Heart Piercer. When this unit is declared as an attacker, deal 2 damage to the opposing player's target rightmost unit. So again, you really want to kill this guy before they can attack, because when Heart Piercer attacks, my Shining Stagmount is just going to take the 2 damage and die. So now it's my turn. What do I want to do? I want to kill that Carrion Call before they put 3 more zombies on the board. But if I attack, the Chimera could guard for it. I think I'm just going to do the safe thing and play my Silver Paladin. Now, once again, Silver Paladin is a chained card, meaning that you cannot start with it in your opening hand or play it during round 1 in a PvP fight. But this is PvE, I don't care. So, I'm going to use a Lion, an Angel, and 2 basics. This is a 4-cost unit to get Silver Paladin out. Silver Paladin is a 3/5/2 big beefy unit and has Might 1. When this unit comes into play, you may destroy target unit an opponent controls with an attack value of 1 or less. Carrion Call only has 1 attack, so this will kill the Carrion Call, dealing 1 blood damage to the Chimera. In addition, he has Exalt. When this unit destroys a unit an opponent controls during your turn, you may choose a Divine Die in your exhausted pool and resolve its dice power without paying the cost. And apparently, this might count as Silver Paladin destroying a unit, so I can put a Divine Die on a unit I control. Unfortunately, you can only do 1 Divine Die per unit, so I'm going to put this one on the Shining Stagmount. And now if Heart Piercer attacks, my rightmost unit is the Silver Paladin, so they won't die if Heart Piercer attacks immediately. So that is my main action. No side action. It is their turn. Basic and a 4. Yeah, what did I say? Okay, so Heart Piercer is attacking, and when they attack, I do deal 2 damage to my rightmost unit. Silver Paladin is going to take that, and now Heart Piercer is attacking me to my face, I think what I will do is have Shining Stagmount guard and counterattack, because Shining Stagmount now has to die on it, so they have 3 attack instead of 2, so they will kill each other. So Shining Stagmount dies. When Shining Stagmount dies, I get my Terra Herder back into my hand, and Heart Piercer dies as well, dealing 2 damage to the Chimera. I know I said I was going to be more aggressive, but sometimes you can't help but do the optimal thing. So we still have 2 Rainwalkers on the board. Let's go. Oh, why not? Let's do another Terra Herder. Terra Herder comes into play, so I get another Terra Hatchling. No side action, because I just used my main action. That's right, this is now their turn. Basic and 6. 6 is reveal. Attack with the rightmost aspect that can attack, and these Rainwalkers are aspects. So, revealed Carrion Call, another Carrion Call, unfortunately. And now that the Rainwalker is the one attacking, both Rainwalkers are going to attack me at the same time, which is exactly what I was hoping for. So, I am going to take one to the face. Odette will take 1 damage, and Silver Paladin is going to block one of them. And because of the Feeble, Silver Paladin will not exhaust to block one of them. So both of these Rainwalkers are going to die because they get exhausted after attacking. Even though Odette didn't counterattack, they have to exhaust after attacking, so now they are dead. My turn. Now that those zombies are dead, let's just have Silver Paladin attack the Carrion Call. So, roll the dice, roll a 7, they do not guard, so the Carrion Call will die, dealing 1 more blood damage to the Chimera. And because Silver Paladin will take a damage from the Carrion Call counter-attacking, so they're down to 1 HP left. But because they killed a unit during my turn, I can choose a Divine Die in my exhausted pool and put it on a unit I control, giving it +1 attack, so now both my Terra Hatchlings are online. So, now it's their turn. Red Rain's at a 4. 4 is attack if able, if not reveal. They reveal a flanking strike. After this unit destroys a unit an opponent controls by attacking, destroys the opposing player's leftmost unit. So when they attack my rightmost unit, that's going to destroy Terra Hatchling, which will also destroy my other Terra Hatchling. I don't want that to happen. Okay, how do I want to deal with that? I will go... It's a shame that Odette's ability is not a side action. Alright, yeah, let's do this. Both Terra Hatchlings are going to attack the Lord of Siegewall directly. Because they are both boosted in their attack, I can deal 1 damage to a unit a opponent controls. 2 times, I'm going to choose both times to be Flanking Strike. And both Terra Hatchlings are unguarded, so they're going to take 2 damage. Now it's their turn. Red Rains and a 1. 1 is just reveal. Excellent. Charging Horde. Charging Horde has Horde Rush, so anytime zombies attack or Charging Horde attacks, all the zombies and Charging Hordes attack. And this has Horde Attack. After this unit is declared as an attacker, all other units with this ability... Oh, no, that's the Horde Attack. Horde Rush is when this unit is declared as an attacker, place a Rainwalker Conjured Aspect onto the battlefield. So they're going to attack, they're also going to spawn a Rainwalker, and all the Rainwalkers are going to attack. That's bad news. Side action, I'm going to meditate. Yeah, side action, I'm going to meditate, and I'm going to discard a card from my hand, because I don't want to discard any of the Armor of Valors. In case the top card is an Armor of Valor, I'm not going to meditate off the top of my deck. So I'm going to discard the Glory Aspirant, and I'm going to change this to a Lion. And in main action, I'm going to exhaust Odette Diamond Crest, deal 2 damage to the target unit. I'm going to deal 2 damage to the Charging Horde. And then the Charging Horde is going to deal 2 damage back, or 3 damage back, but because I have 1 Armor of Valor, that's going to be reduced by 1, so I take 2 damage instead of 3. Now it's their turn. Flanking Strike is going to attack my Terra Hatchling, and I am going to block for the Terra Hatchling. That way the Flanking Strike won't kill my Terra Hatchling, because if it kills my Terra Hatchling, it will also kill my other Terra Hatchling, which would be inconvenient. So... they're going to deal 3 damage to me, but again, because I have Armor of Valor, I'm going to take 2 damage instead. This might not actually be optimal, but this is what I've chosen to do. So, my turn, I am going to have Terra Herder attack the Charging Horde, so that they don't attack and deal 4 damage to me. Rolled a 7. Okay, good. So the Charging Horde does die. It does kill the Terra Herder, but that's okay. They take 2 blood damage, and Terra Herder is dead. Nothing else we can do. Everyone is exhausted, so we go into Recovery Phase. Recovery Phase, all the dice go away. Everyone unexhausts. My Silver Paladin has Recovery 2, so they heal 2 damage. And Odette can guard again. Unfortunately, they do have a living unit. Refill their battlefield. 1, 2, 3, 4... They do have a living unit, so they will get a Red Rains token, and they will go first this time. Let's roll our dice. Whoa! Okay, only 2 basics, and we have a lion, and the rest are angels. Excellent. I have no hand to discard cards from, so draw back up to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we have Radiant Light, Radiant Light. Ooh, that's not good. Armor of Valor, it was the top card of my deck. And Intercession and Pride. Okay. They go first this time. Let's roll to see what they do. Oh, please don't attack with the Flanking Strike. They get a Red Rains, so that's 5 Red Rains, so they get another Red Rains token. And they rolled a 3. Attack if able, if not reveal. Oh, they are attacking with the Flanking Strike. Oh, do I want to block with Odette again and take 2 more damage? I think not. The Terra Hatchlings have served their purpose, so they are going to attack the Terra Hatchling. Unfortunately, they have 0 attack now because the dice went away, so it's going to kill this Terra Hatchling, and then the Flanking Strike is going to kill this Terra Hatchling. My rightmost and my leftmost unit go bye-bye. But they are exhausted now, so now it's my turn. And I am going to start by playing my Armor of Valor. Side action, basic dice. Armor of Valor on Odette's Diamond Crest, so now I have 2. I don't have units I can play. That is unfortunate. I have 2 Radiant Lights, which do not help me right now, and I have Pride. And Intercession, which is completely useless right now. I think the most optimal way to have units on my board is to use my Summon Shining Stag Mount. Side action, exhaust this, remove an unexhausted ally I control from play, and place a Shining Stag Mount under or on top of it. That way when this Stag Mount dies, I get the Paladin back, and then I can play the Paladin. So Summon Shining Stag Mount, or just Shining Stag Mount, has armed. When this unit comes into play, I can use the dice power in my exhausted pool without resolving or without paying its cost. That was my side action. For my main action, I guess I will just... Oh, I don't even have any main actions. I don't have a single main action other than attack, but I don't want to attack with the Shining Stag Mount right now. I think I'm just gonna pass. I'm gonna pass so they get another free Red Rains dice. Now it's their turn. Basic and an 8. 8 is reroll 2 basic rage dice and then reveal. Alright. And they got 1 more Red Rains. And we are revealing at the gates. This attacks my leftmost unit. It's a 2/2/1. At the gates, when this unit comes into play and at the end of the round, place a Rainwalker Conjured aspect onto the left of all other units on this battlefield. So whenever they are told to attack, this Rainwalker is going to be the one to attack. So that's a way of making it so that if you have a bunch of Rainwalkers on the right and you think that they aren't going to attack yet, at the gates get revealed, and then they put a Rainwalker on the left, and now you're in danger of them all attacking you. It's a lot of fun stuff going on with this deck. So, my turn. I still don't want to attack, but I will use Odette's Diamond Crest. That seems like a good idea. Okay, main action, exhaust Odette, and I will deal 2 damage to a unit at the gates. That's going to kill it, dealing 1 blood damage to the Chimera. And they would do 2 damage back to me, but I have 2 Armor of Valors, each one of them reducing the damage by 1, so I take 0 damage from that. And I cannot wait to have my 3rd Armor of Valor. It is so good, I love it. Side actions, I might as well play a Radiant Light. Using it... Oh, wait, no, I don't want to. Because it's going to do nothing for me. Yeah, it's going to do nothing for me. Alright, never mind. It's their turn. 7 and a Red Rains. 7 is reroll 2 basic rage dice. Alright. And there's the 5th Red Rains. That is another Red Rains token, making them ult. So, behavior 1 goes away, ult 1 activates, discard all cards they don't own, whatever, deal 1 damage to all units to Chimera's opponent controls. Luckily, I only have the 1. Place 2 Rainwalker Conjured aspects onto each of the Chimera's battlefields. If it is currently the end phase, do this after you refill. So they get 2 more Rainwalkers, and now they're on to behavior 2. This is actually, like, really not good. I needed, like, any unit, and I would have been happy. Any single unit I would have been so happy with. I am just going to pass. Just gonna pass. Give them another free Red Rains, that's fine. Basic and an 11. 11 is place a Rainwalker onto the battlefield. and reveal. Oh, did I reveal for the last one? I don't think I revealed for the last one. Hold on. Last time they should have gotten at the gates, so they get one more Rainwalker right here. And now they are revealing Carrion Call, which will give them more Rainwalkers. Yay! Now you might be starting to see why the Divinity mount that Odette had would have been lovely. I do not want that Carrion Call to live. The only way to guarantee that I kill the Carrion Call by attacking is if I use a Lion to play Pride. Pride is an alteration spell. When attaching this spell to a unit you control, you may choose a divine die in your exhausted pool and resolve its power without paying its cost. Unfortunately, I only have one unit that already has a dice on it, so I can't do that. But this unit now has the following ability, Pride. This unit cannot be guarded or guarded against. So I can't guard this Shining Stag mount when it is attacked, but the Chimera can also not guard any unit this Shining Stag mount is attacking. So Shining Stag mount is going to attack the Carrion Call. They can't guard this, so they're going to kill each other. No, they're not. Oh, they are going to kill each other, yeah. So Carrion Call is dead, dealing 1 blood damage to the Chimera. Shining Stag mount is dead. My Pride goes away, so does these dice. And I get Silver Paladin back into my hand. Now it's their turn. Basic and a 1. 1 is just reveal, right? Yeah, it's just reveal. Okay. They reveal a Heart Piercer. When this unit is declared as an attacker, deal 2 damage to the opposing player's target rightmost unit. Okay. How do I want to do this now? I have my Silver Paladin back. Let's go 3, 4 dice for the Silver Paladin. When Silver Paladin comes into play, I can destroy a unit with attack value of 1 or less. I'm going to destroy one of the Rainwalkers. And because I destroyed a unit, I get to put a dice on a unit I control. For a side action, I am going to meditate once, discarding Intercession. Intercession is a reaction spell. You may play this spell after an opponent declares an attacker that is targeting units you control. Choose another unit you control to gain the following abilities for the remainder of the turn. Unit Guard. This unit may guard a unit being attacked, so Silver Paladin can't do that by default, but then if someone else is being attacked, if I play Intercession, they can now guard it. And Alert. Do not place exhaustion tokens on this unit as a result of countering, so they could guard something without exhausting, but I don't have any other units, so Intercession literally does nothing for me. That was my side action, and my main action, they have no more face-down units, so I can pass with no consequences. It is their turn. Rainwalker attacks. They're attacking from left to right, so all 4 Rainwalkers are going to attack now, and I'm going to have Silver Paladin block one of them. They don't exhaust, thanks to the Feeble. This one's dead, and then the other 3 are going to go through, and they're going to deal 3 damage to my face directly. Now it's my turn, and I want to... Oh, what's going to happen? At the gates, it's going to attack Silver Paladin. Odette can guard for the Silver Paladin. That way, Heart Piercer will attack, deal 2 damage to Silver Paladin, and he won't die. And then Silver Paladin counterattacks, killing Heart Piercer. Yeah, okay, good enough. Let's... Wait, will I live? No, the Silver Paladin won't live, unfortunately. But that's okay. Unless I just attack it right now. I could just attack it right now. But there's a chance the Chimera is going to guard it. I can't have the Chimera guarding that. That's too big. That's too big of a thing. Okay. Yeah, let's do that. I'm going to pass. They're going to attack. At the gates, it's attacking Silver Paladin. Odette is going to guard. Odette would take 2 damage from at the gates, but since I'm guarding, Armor of Valor is going to prevent 2 of that damage. So at the gates is now exhausted. And then... my turn, I'm going to pass. Heart Piercer attacks. Silver Paladin takes 2 damage from Heart Piercer attacking. And then Silver Paladin is going to guard Odette. So they're going to fight each other, and they're going to kill each other. Dealing 2 blood damage to the Chimera. Now it's my turn. I'm going to meditate, and I'm going to discard a Radiant Light. And pass. Their turn, they pass. End us a round. Everything unexhausts. And unfortunately, A, they're going to get 2 tokens. So they are once again 1 away from ulting. And B, we refill their battlefield. 1, 2, 3. And at the gates has, when this unit comes into play, and at the end of the round, place a Rainwalker conjured aspect to the left of all units on this battlefield. Fortunately, I do go first this time. Let us see what I roll. Okay, 2, 3 lions. Nice. On top of my 2 lions that I had left over. and 3 angels. I am desperate for units at the moment, so I am just going to discard my other Radiant Light and draw back up to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I go first this time. What do I got? I got Terra Herder, Hand of Spear, Pride, Fork Lightning, and Intercession. Excellent. Okay, this is good. I'm going to start with a side action, use a Angel for Fork Lightning. Fork Lightning is an action spell. Side action, Angel, choose 2 target unit and opponent controls. If you do, deal 1 damage to each targeted unit. It is important to note that if they only have 1 unit, you cannot choose 2 units, so you can't deal 1 damage to just 1 unit. You have to have 2 units to target. So Fork Lightning is going to deal 1 damage to Rainwalker, which will kill it, and 1 damage to Flanking Strike, which will also kill it, dealing 2 blood damage to the Chimera. That was my side action, and for my main action, I want to play a unit. Let's go Terra Herder. Use another Angel. Terra Herder comes into play, and I get a Terra Hatchling. Their turn, roll to see what they do, get a basic and a 3. 3 is attack available if not revealed. So, at the gate is attacking my Terra Herder. Odette is gonna guard or block for the Terra Herder and take no damage because of the Armor of Valor. It is so good. Prevent all the damage, I love it. Okay. My turn, let's use... let's just start playing units. I'm gonna use an Angel and a basic to play Hand of... Sorry, dropped my dice. To play a Hand of Spear. Hand of Spear has Raised Shield. When this unit comes into play, place a Hand of Shield onto your battlefield, and it has Quick Strike. While this unit is attacking, it deals damage before units in battle with it, so it can kill anything with 2 life. It only has 1 life, but it is very easy to put dice on top of it to give it 3 attacks, so it can kill stuff with 3 life if it attacks. And Hand of Shield is just a 0-2, but it has Unit Guard. It can guard for units being attacked. So that was my main action, and no side actions. Yeah, no side actions. No, you know what? Side action, I'm going to use my Summon Shining Stagmount, basic, and a Angel. In this case, I'm going to use a Lion, and I'm going to put that on my Terra Herder. So now it's going to go to the right, and when it comes into play, it has Armed. I can place a die from my Exhausted pool onto a unit I control. I'm going to put that on my Terra Hatchling. Now it is their turn. Basic and a 6/6 is reveal attack with the rightmost unit that can attack. Flanking Strike. Oh no. No. Okay, so Flanking Strike is attacking my Shining Stagmount, and I would really rather they didn't do that. Oh, that's so annoying, but there's really nothing about that I can do. I can guard that with Hand of Spear, but either way, Flanking Strike is going to kill a unit when it attacks, so it's going to kill my Terra Hatchling, who I just charged up. But I think it's better for Flanking Strike to kill my Hand of Shield than it is to kill my Shining Stagmount. So I'm going to use Hand of Shield to guard the Shining Stagmount. It's going to die, which means my Terra Hatchling is now also going to die from the Flanking Strike. And unfortunately, the shield has 0 attack, so it doesn't deal any damage back to it. But now it's my turn. Alright, side action, I'm going to use Pride. Pride is going to get attached to my Hand of Spear, and when attaching this spell to a unit you control, you may choose a Divine Die in your Exhausted pool and put it on a unit you control, so now they have 3 attack and they have Pride. Cannot be guarded or guarded against, so Hand of Spear is going to attack the Flanking Strike. The Chimera cannot guard this, and it will kill the Flanking Strike, dealing 2 blood damage to the Chimera. Their turn, let's see what they do. Basic and an 8/8 is target opposing player must place 1 wound token on their Phoenixborn or their rightmost unit. I'm going to place it on my rightmost unit. I'm okay with Shining Stagmount taking 1 damage, and then reveal a Thunderclap. When this unit comes into play, reroll 4 basic rage dice. That's annoying. Alright. And they got 2 red rains from that. Luckily, it's not that big a deal. And now it's my turn. And I want to... Who is underneath my Shining Stagmount? A Terra Herder. Okay, that's fine, that's fine. I will use Shining Stagmount to attack the Thunderclap, and I'm going to hope that they do not guard. Roll to 12. They do guard, unfortunately. Oh, so unfortunate. Okay, so Shining Stagmount is exhausted, and they take 2 damage. And that was my main action. I have no side action. It is their turn. Rolled a basic and a 1. 1 is just reveal. A Thunderclap. When you are told to roll basic rage dice, you actually roll them 1 by 1, but I'm just going to roll 2 at a time because I'm not going to roll 4 dice one after the other. So I'm going to roll 2. 1 became a red rains, so I'm going to need to roll 2 more. Basic, and 1 more. Red Rains. Okay, that's 5 Red Rains tokens, giving them the 3rd Red Rains token. And now their next ult activates. Deal 2 damage to all units the Chimera's opponent control. These are both gonna die, but they have served their purpose. The Pride goes away, Terror Herder comes back into my hand. Place 2 Rainwalker Conjured Aspects on each of the Chimera's battlefields. And then remove this from the game. Now we're on to Behavior 3. Oh, that does mess up my plans though. That actually really messes up my plans. Because I was gonna play Terror Herder, and that would put out another Terror Hatchling. But then the Thunderclap is gonna attack it and I can't guard it. And I really want it to attack. Okay, main action, I'm just gonna have Odette's Diamond Crest. Exhaust. Main action, deal 2 damage to a unit. Actually, I'm gonna do it to... how much HP am I at? I'm at 8 out of 18. I can take 10 more damage. I'm about to take 2, 4, 5, 6 damage. Oh, I'll kill a Thunderclap. I'm gonna kill a Thunderclap, dealing 1 damage to the opponent, or to the Chimera, and I would take 2 damage back, but I have 2 Armor of Valors. So that's my main action, no side action. It's 3rd turn. Thunderclap is gonna attack my rightmost unit. I don't have one, so they come from my face directly. I take 2 damage to the face, and I'm up to 10 damage out of 18. My turn. Now that that has happened, I'm gonna play my Terror Herder, use an Angel, play Terror Herder, get a Terror Hatchling out. That's my main action. For my side action, I'm gonna put a Lion onto the Terror Hatchling. It is 3rd turn. Rainwalkers are both gonna attack me simultaneously. I'm not gonna block either of them. So I'm gonna take 2 damage from both their attacks. Well, 1 damage each from their attacks. Now it's my turn. I'm gonna have this Terror Hatchling attack at the gates. When this is declared as an attacker, I'm gonna deal 1 damage to this Thunderclap, which will kill it, dealing 1 blood damage to the Chimera. They're now at 20 out of 30. And let's see if they guard this attack. Roll to 2, they do not guard, so that's gonna kill... No, that's gonna deal 1 damage to at the gates. If they did guard it, what I was going to do was use my next turn's side action to place the dice on Terror Herder and then attack. That way Terror Herder has 2 attacks so they can kill at the gates. But now I don't need to do that, so I'm just going to have Terror Herder attack at the gates. And they rolled a 3, they do not guard this. That kills at the gates, dealing 1 more blood damage to the Chimera. I am out of stuff to do. I am going to end the round. Everything unexhaust. All the dice go away. And we refill their board, and they have no living units this time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And roll my dice, and they go first this time. One lion, 4 basics. In addition to the 1 lion I got to keep from last round. So what do I want to do with Intercession? I am going to discard this and draw a new hand of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's my 3rd Armor of Valor. Here we go, a Silver Paladin and a Forked Lightning. Dude, this is really good. I am probably going to win this quite easily. So, roll for the behavior. Roll a 2 and a Red Rains. 2 is Attack of Able, if not Reveal. They can't attack. They get at the gates, and they get another unit at their left because of at the gates. Okay. Let's just start easy. I'm gonna do 2 damage to at the gates with Odette and kill it. Dealing 1 more blood damage to the Chimera. Side action, I'm gonna use a basic for my Armor of Valor. That's my 3rd one, so now I will take 3 less from guarding units and using my ability. But I've already used my ability. Chances are I won't use it again this game. 1 and a basic. 1 is Attack of Able, if not Reveal. Rainwalker is attacking. I will just take that to the face, taking 1 more damage. And my turn. I am going to use... actually, I don't want to really do that right now. My Summon Shining Stagmount, 2 dice, side action, and exhaust this to put a Shining Stagmount to the right. Shining Stagmount has armed. I get to put a dice on my Terror Hatchling. That's my main action, or that's my side action. For my main action, I will do nothing. I'm going to pass and give them another free Red Rains dice. Let's see what they do with that. Basic and a 5. 5 is Reveal Attack with the rightmost aspect. I can attack. Flanking Strike is attacking my Shining Stagmount. That's a 3 attack. Odette is going to guard this. I have 3 Armor of Valor. I take 0 damage from this attack. Nice. My turn once again. I will once again do nothing. Give them another free dice. And roll. Okay, that's a 10 and a Rage. Place a Rainwalker onto the battlefield and reveal a Heart Piercer. Alright, that's 3 attack and 3 life. I am going to Side action, I am going to use Pride. This cost a lion, put it onto my Shining Stag Mount, and then I get to put a dice onto my Shining Stag Mount from Pride. They can't be guarded against, so Shining Stag Mount is going to attack the Heart Piercer. They have 3 attack, they can't guard. This fight does go through, and they're both going to die. Pride goes away, Terra Herder goes back into my hand, and Heart Piercer dies, dealing them 2 damage. Third turn. Red range, so they get a red range token, that's 5 dice. And a 5 attack. Or reveal and attack with the rightmost unit that can attack. That's Rainwalker. Unfortunately, Rainwalker has Horde attack, which means this guy also attacks, and when this guy attacks, they get a Rainwalker. So, 5 attacks coming my way. I cannot take this to the face. I have 13 out of 18 life. I do have to block one of them, unfortunately. Ah, that's a shame. Alright, Terra Hatchling will block the Charging Horde, dealing 1 damage back to the Charging Horde. These are going to attack me directly. I will take 2 damage from these. And my Terra Hatchling has died before I could use their attack, unfortunately. Oh, I need a unit. I am going to play my Terra Hatchling, or Terra Herder, main action. And I get a Terra Hatchling back, no side action. It is third turn. Basic and a 5/5 once again is reveal and attack with the rightmost that can attack. That is Thunderclap. When it is revealed, they reroll 4 dice. And that's 4 rage dice. Alright. So, they are attacking my rightmost unit. I am going to... Oh, that's so inconvenient. I don't have enough to... I do have enough to do this. Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna let them kill the Terra Hatchling. It is dead. Unfortunately, they have 0 attack, so Thunderclap will not take any damage, but now they are all exhausted. So now all I have to do is deal 6 damage to them. So, first I'm gonna do side action, Fork Lightning. Fork Lightning, choose 2 targets, deal 1 damage to each of them. I'm going to deal 1 damage to, I don't know, Charging Horde and the Thunderclap. That's going to kill the Thunderclap, dealing 1 blood damage to the Chimera. They're up to 25 damage. That was my side action. My main action is going to be Summon Silver Paladin. That's going to cost the rest of my 4 dice. Smite 1. They have no units with 1 attack, but that's okay. Oh, wait, no, I don't have enough to do this. Never mind, I got excited for nothing. Oops. This might actually be pretty bad. Because now I have to roll to see if the attacks go through. I can't just attack them, because I'll deal 4 damage. That's not going to be enough. They're going to be at 29 out of 30, and they won't die. I will get the chance to go first next time, though. Oh, wait, no, never mind. Yeah, I can just do that. What is their ult 3? Ult 3 is place 3 Rainwalkers on the left of the aspects. If no, they just get 3 Rainwalkers. Okay, I can technically just win right now. Nothing they can do can make me not win. Because if I attack them, I deal 4 damage... and then their units refill, and then their ult 3 will go off and they'll get 3 zombies, but they won't have any units that can guard my unit when they're attacking next round, and next round I will go first, and then I can just attack and win. So now the Siege of Lordswall is dead, and I have won. So yeah, that was the Siege of Lordswall, using pretty much the default deck that comes with it against the default boss that comes with it, and that was a lot of fun. That was... the zombie horde fight, this is what I call the zombie horde fight, is quite... fun just to be like, hey, I just want to kill stuff and I just want to have stuff coming at me and we're just going to go at it and it's going to be a good time. I don't think 5 aspects for this boss is particularly hard. I think that if you were to go at this boss and you want a challenge, you should play with 6 aspects. And at 6 aspects, it actually is pretty hard and you do actually have to strategize. But I think 5 aspects is like the perfect number to be like, hey, I just want to have fun. Which is why I recommend this box as the first Red Rains box if you are getting into Ashes. The player deck is fun, the opponent deck is fun, even changing out what Phoenixborn you're using makes a huge difference. If I was using Domina instead, this would be a very different game. I would just be attacking with that lightning mount and I would just be wrecking their battlefield and it would be glorious. And if you're worried about not having all the content in order to play this game, if you just buy this box, I mean, you don't need 5 Red Rains dice. They're just 50-50 odds. You can literally just have 5 coins and flip a coin every time they tell you to roll a dice. And the D12 is whatever. It doesn't matter. It's just a D12. There's nothing special about it. So you can grab any old D12, grab 5 coins or 5 dice even, and just be like 1 to 3 is a basic, 4 to 6 is the Red Rains. And then break out the zombie boss and just start playing, and it's a great time. I really, really like this boss and this fight in general. Hopefully you enjoyed watching this as much as I've enjoyed playing it, and I will see you next time when we play against the other aspect that comes in this box, the Death aspect, which is a somewhat different experience. I'll see you then. Goodbye.